I told him Martin is missing. He asked me, how do I know? How do I know he's missing? I walked into an empty hospital room. He did say that he would put the report through the proper channels, but I think that just means, well, it's the last we'll hear of it.
Well, Joe, what did you expect?
Some concern for an American citizen would be nice.
Yeah, right. Well, what did he say? San Marcos is not in his jurisdiction.
San Marcos? Does this mean you've heard from Martin?
Liza!
Who's back?
Hi.
Hi, honey.
Well, are we glad to see you?
Well, what's going on?
To answer your first question, yes, we have heard from Martin. This arrived a couple of days ago.
A couple of days ago.
He asked me to destroy it, but I thought you should see it first.
Why didn't you show this to me right away?
Well, you were in New York. I didn't want to alarm you, and I thought maybe I could find out something on my own.
Well, at least it says Martin's all right.
But it doesn't say where he is. Liza, has Lloyd ever... How'd things go in New York?
They were just fine. Why?
Honey, what Joe is trying to say is, there's really no cause for alarm, but
we can't ignore the fact that Martin is trying to warn us about something.
So, we want you to be extra careful.
No, I think what you're saying is that you don't think I should see Lloyd.
If you know what's good for you, you won't print that.
The story is going in today's paper.
Hogan, just who do you think you're dealing with? If I have to, I'll get an injunction and shut down this paper. I'll have you in court so fast you won't know what hit you.
Every fact in here has been nailed down, Lloyd.
That's what he's afraid of. Everything we wrote is accurate.
Very possibly, but whatever happened to professional ethics? Whatever happened to writing with a good conscience, huh?
Since when is it not in good conscience to print a story about a company who put an entire community in jeopardy? We're talking about cyanide, Lloyd.
Don't patronize me. I know precisely what we're talking about.
Oh, I'll bet you do. And I'll also bet when this is printed and the rest of the story comes out, the finger of blame is going to be pointed right at you.
Yes, I'd like to make a reservation. San Marcos, leaving as soon as possible. Your next flight's in 2.5 hours? Yes, I should be able to make that. Put me down for it. The name's Chase Kendall. Thank you. No comment.
Just have a question for you. Are you going out of concern for your father, or is this just curiosity?
Yes, I'm curious. But my father's been sending $25,000 a month to the post office box in San Marcos. And every time I question him about it, he gets upset.
Which is completely unlike your father. So you're going in search of said post office box, hoping that it has all the answers.
Finding the box shouldn't be too difficult. The problem, I imagine, will be finding who owns it. Who's been getting that money?
And once you do?
I'm hoping all my curiosities will be satisfied. And that you were right.
Me? About what?
That this entire problem has some simple explanation.
For your sake, I hope that's the case.
So do I. Although our friend down at the waterfront bar didn't exactly paint an appealing picture of San Marcos.
I'd stay away.
Yeah. Except for the fact that Martin Turner was also there. It's all too coincidental.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes? I'll be right there. Looks like my father and Hogan are about to come to blows.
Mr. McCleary, I didn't realize how desperate you are to lay this at my doorstep.
We have the facts on our side.
Facts? What do you care about facts? All you're interested in is soiling my reputation.
It wasn't exactly untainted to begin with, was it?
Oh, well, do I detect just a little bit of bias here? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't that go against the basic tenets of good journalism?
You know me better than that.
Yes, I do. I'm sure this is entirely Hogan's play. I don't think you'd be associated with something like this, Sonny.
You know, I wasn't able to get enough facts about your obvious manipulation of Turner Instruments stocks, but I've got enough facts on this one, Lloyd, and I'm going to get more.
Bravo! The great Crusader returns. I'm really most impressed.
Just doing my job.
No, you are not. You're behaving like an egotistical fool. Hardly back on the paper one day and you've got to have your name in the headlines, right? But you can't do that by being a thorough professional, so we'll just stoop down and wow them with sensationalism. But one way or the other, you're going to be the hero, isn't that right?
I don't think this is getting us anywhere.
I think you're right. And we've got a deadline.
Well, don't let me keep you. I can see how eager you are to nail me, but just you remember this. This is going to blow up right in your face, and you heard it first from me.
You don't give a damn about the people that might be affected by this tainted water, do you? You're only concerned about Liza's reaction.
Liza? What is Oh, I see. That's what it all boils down to, doesn't it? No more pretense of journalism, just a good old-fashioned witch hunt. You are so jealous of what Liza and I have together that you're going to get me any way you can.
What, you and Liza? You have nothing with Liza.
Then how do you explain the timing of this little article? You're just angry because Liza spent the night with me in New York City, and I guess I can't blame you about that. It must be very difficult to keep your ego intact when you realize that the woman you love has more in common with another man than she does with you. That's something you really can't fight.
Oh, I'd be glad to fight you, Lloyd.
Hey, what's going on here?
Well, Chase, congratulations. In the space of one short week, you've managed to lose complete control of this newspaper. I want his article killed, and killed now.
Is it even finished?
Finished? If I'd been 2 minutes later, it'd be at the printer right this second.
Let me see the article.
You and I have an agreement. No interference.
Hogan, let me see the article.
Read it carefully, Chase. Nobody knows for certain where those pollutants are coming from, yet he's ready to rush into print with a lot of half-baked theories and accusations. The libel suits alone would cripple the reputation of this newspaper. I shudder to think about the loss of advertisers.
Print it.
What?
I have no intention of killing this story. It's a good one.
Chase, I demand that you kill that story!
And in the future, if you want to speak to my reporters, make an appointment.
You're making a very bad decision, Sam.
Yes, I could be, but it's my decision, and it's final. Gleason? Yes, I'm sending down a story. It's McCleary's. I want you to print it as soon as possible, as is. Thank you.
You're going to regret this. Every one of you.
You had better be sure you're right about this.
I think we just witnessed a miracle.
Certainly was unexpected.
We actually got Lloyd Kendall to shut up. Sonny, we won.
Well, all I think we won is the first battle, McCleary.
Well, this is just the first battle. I'd say we're off to a sensational start, wouldn't you?
No, Liza, I'm not suggesting you stay away from Lloyd.
What are you saying then?
I'm just very concerned, honey. They're very serious in San Marcos. My room was ransacked. I was detained, questioned by the police. I was scared. They're not playing games.
I know that, Joe, and I appreciate your concern, really. But I also know that Martin and Lloyd were not always on the best of terms.
Oh, you can say that again.
And I would even go so far to admit that Martin wasn't always on the up and up when it came to talking about Lloyd.
He didn't accuse Lloyd of anything in the letter or the telegram. Someone tried to kill Martin. That's a fact.
Well, surely you're not insinuating that Lloyd had anything to do with it.
I am saying that the situation is dangerous and too mysterious.
Well, I agree with you, Joe, but we can't blame Lloyd.
Oh, well, he's been nothing but a help to Liza, Joe, with the company, with TR, with everything.
Oh, he's been wonderful. And besides that, if Martin wanted to warn me about Lloyd, I think he would have put something about it in the letter.
Yeah, you would have put it in a telegram.
We're all worried about Martin, Joe.
I don't want to see anyone else hurt.
I know, and I appreciate it, really. Now, excuse me, I'm going to go say hello to my little boy.
Yeah, give him a hug for me, huh? Joe, I'm sure everything's going to be all right.
Hope so.
Now, Liza's right. Can't possibly be Lloyd.
If he is not the danger Martin was talking about, who is?
Actually, losing that job might have been the best thing that could have happened.
So, this really has forced him to regroup and think about what he really wants to do.
Yes. Oh, hi, honey.
Were you two talking about me?
Oh, no, not at all.
So how goes the job hunt?
Nothing so far.
We can't have your wife supporting you forever now, can we?
No, we can't. I just took the entrance exam for the police academy.
Oh, splendid. The town could use a good man like yourself. Restore some law and order. Well, now, if you'll excuse me, I have some work to do.
I didn't know bank presidents worked through lunch.
Oh, yes, you wouldn't believe it. Why? Just to turn down a loan application, the paperwork takes hours, and foreclosures, well.
How did the test go?
I passed. Flying colors.
Great. Officer McCleary. Oh, I like that.
Good. I'm glad, because I got my whole future all mapped out.
Yeah, I know. I heard you talking to Jonah about it.
Honey, I thought you were asleep.
Well, I thought you were awfully cute. Yeah, Jonah, your old dad's gonna be a beat cop and then a detective and a mayor and governor.
Can a man share his dreams with his son?
Yeah. How about his wife? Cagney, I believe in you. I always have. And I believe in your dreams, too.
Perfect plan. And patience. I have them both.
Well, I didn't exactly get to say stop the presses, but old man Gleason did say, you know, he did a good job.
The world's oldest typesetter.
Yeah, if he doesn't fall asleep down there, the paper should hit the streets in a few hours. What do you say we call Biggs? Order up a couple of beers and we'll celebrate.
Sure, that'd be nice.
Sonny, that's hardly the face of someone who just broke one of the biggest stories to hit Henderson.
I'm happy about it.
Well, you should be. We got old man Gleason's approval, didn't we? Did a good job.
McCleary, are you happy about this because we got a legitimate story or because we might be nailing Lloyd?
For the last time, this has nothing to do with my personal feelings about Lloyd.
My error. I guess it must have been your mentioning Liza's name when you were arguing with him that threw me.
Something said in the heat of the moment, after the article was written.
I seem to remember an earlier draft of that article.
Oh, I may have been a bit overzealous this morning, but I took all your edits, didn't I? I even approved of some of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Good. The case is closed. The paper's being put to bed, so it's not our job to argue anymore. Now we've just got to sit and wait, see if the story's had any impact.
I mean, see if it scares someone into coming forward and naming names.
Yeah, the part I hate. Waiting by the phone.
Do you mind waiting by yourself?
Hey, come on. You're not going to poop out on me already, are you?
I'm sorry, it's my first full day back, and I'm kind of beat.
Yeah, I've made a great recovery. I recognized the sunshine from the old days.
Do you really think so?
Sure. Look at you.
Well, you've got a lot to do with that.
Oh, yeah?
Working with you again and all the help you've given me. That's what's made me better.
Good.
And it makes me look forward to tomorrow.
Till tomorrow, then.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Yes, Stu, it's me. Is Liza there?
I have no doubt you'll be able to handle things while I'm away. Don't let it go to your head. Okay, I'll talk to you when I get back. So long. Well, that's everyone. I doubt they'll even miss me.
Some of us might.
That reminds me, you're the only one who knows where I'm going.
Well, you can trust that I won't say a word.
Well, I guess that's it.
Chase, I hope everything works out for you.
You really care, don't you?
Well, I just can't have you getting in a lot of trouble right now. See, I just got this new job, and I kind of want to hang on to it for a while.
Ah, I get it. You're worried about yourself and the job, huh?
Now be careful.
Yes, I will.
Oh, there she is.
All right.
Hi.
Little sister, ready to celebrate?
Yeah, sure. Celebrate what?
Celebrate what?
Celebrate what? Your brother just passed the entrance exam to the police academy.
You did?
Don't be so surprised.
Congratulations.
Well, thank
My
you very
brother,
much.
the policeman.
Oh, well, that's the least of it. Detective, mayor, governor, but all that can wait.
Until after we get all the McClearys together for a big bash.
You got it. Where's Hogan hiding out?
Oh, he's, back in his old office. I'll tell you what, why don't you go and I'll meet you there, okay?
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Why don't you, Officer McCleary, make the hallways safe for us ladies, right?
10-4.
Right, yeah,
Right, you.
Adair, is everything all right?
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, is there a problem with Chase?
I don't know. I have to do something, though. Susie, I think I'm gonna need your help.
Well, somebody's home at last.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I came by to see TR.
I'll tell her you stop by.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll wait for her.
You're going to start yelling, aren't you?
Why would I do that?
Because you were furious with me this afternoon, and I know you well enough to know that I haven't heard the end of it.
Furious with you? Me? No, I was certainly not furious at you.
Am I missing something here?
So that was business, strictly business, and business hours are over. Certainly wouldn't affect our little agreement anyway, would it?
You mean you weren't upset about our printing that article?
Strictly business, like I say. Please, come sit with me. Please? I have something of a more personal nature I wish to discuss with you.
What's that?
How did things go while I was away?
You mean with Hogan?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to admit, things have been better between us than they have in a very long time.
Good. Wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that you are spending so much time together, would it?
It's been great. We've had fun. We've fought, but good kind of fights, you know? It's almost like it used to be.
I just can't tell you how happy I am for you.
And I take it your trip with Liza was a big success?
Well, let's say we're headed in the right direction, if that's what you had in mind.
Well, no, actually, I was referring to the business end.
Oh, the business. That was most unfortunate. Most unfortunate. I'm afraid we are going to have to go out of town on another little business trip very soon.
That's too bad.
Everything is going according to plan.
I think that's terrific.
You do, huh?
My kid brother's going to be a cop. I'm proud of you, Cagney.
Good. I just don't expect any inside information.
Whoa. Would I do that?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry I can't join you, but have one for me, all right?
All right. I'll catch you on the flip-flop.
All right.
Hi, Liza. Bye, Liza.
Cagney. The Brothers McCleary. Ooh, sounds like a bad Russian novel.
And I thought today couldn't get any better. Boy, was I wrong.
Boy, kind of glad to see you too.
Oh. Are you saying that because you love me or because you know that I'm meeting Lloyd?
Now that is not fair. You know it's because I love you. Because I missed you.
For 2 days, all I wanted to do was to hug you. You know what this is about?
Lloyd wouldn't tell me. He just said you two were heading towards some kind of confrontation.
Over an article I wrote. Seems that Lloyd forgot all about the First Amendment.
That's it?
More or less.
Well, then spare me the details.
I will, if you tell me how sorry you are because you missed our dinner date last night.
I am so sorry. I missed our dinner date last night. Believe me.
Oh, I just want to hug you forever.
Well, if you did, then you'd miss our dinner date tonight.
Tonight?
You're busy.
Why do I have to stay here?
Hogan, I really need you to be with me tonight.
Why? What's wrong?
I talked with Joe before I came over.
Yeah?
Seems that Martin's accident was not an accident. Someone tried to kill him. I don't know all the details, but Joe seems to think that I might be in some kind of danger, too.
Why? Why would you say that?
Because of something vague that Martin said in a letter about my being careful. Frankly, I'm really not that worried. I just think it's Joe overreacting to what happened in San Marcos.
And where?
In San Marcos, that's where Joe went to see Martin when he was in the hospital. Hogan? Hogan, what's wrong?
Well, I figured since you're so set on going down to San Marcos and getting yourself in trouble, well, the least I can do is tag along and help bail you out.